emotions, excitement, butterflies heading into the second round?
Yeah, definitely more excitement than anything. Obviously, like a little bit of like anxious energy to just get it going, and we're excited to get back on the court. It feels like we've been not playing for a while now, and so it'll be fun to get out there again.
How accustomed to the waiting game has this team become over the first 2 rounds?
I don't really know. I mean, last year we didn't really have much of a wait, so I guess it's kind of a compliment. I guess we got our work done quicker than other teams did in the first round, and we've had a good week of preparation leading up to tonight, and like I said earlier, we're just excited to get going.
I guess what are the benefits of the break? Like last year, you had to close it out on the road in Game 6 in Round 1. Instead, you guys kind of got to just chill and watch Game 7.
Yeah, it was definitely nice, not to have to travel back to Miami to close it out. I think it shows a lot of growth from last year to this year that we're able to, get the job done and not make it harder on ourselves than it had to be. And yeah, so that definitely good.
Well, I guess when you say growth, like what other areas from like this year's team compared to last year's team, like what other areas have you seen in that?
I think just our core group of guys have been together for so long, and these last 3 years have been a wild ride. We've been to the finals, Eastern Conference Finals, and now, we're back as the top seed in the playoffs. And I just think it's just, I don't know. I think you have to experience it sometimes and go through disappointments to find, a great achievement. And I think it showed that in the first round.
Does it feel different? Are the conversations any different inside the locker room and amongst you guys than a year ago?
I don't think so. I think the goal has been the same. Obviously, some different personnel. I think that's the only difference, really, but definitely laser focus and just one goal in mind.
What do you make of Cleveland?
They're really good. They pose a lot of interesting threats. They got 2 really good players in Garland and Mitchell, and we're going to have to do our best to try to contain them as the best we can and, obviously bring the same effort and energy as we did in the first round.
What are some of the adjustments you had to make, though, from round 1 to round 2 in terms of the differences between how Miami and Cleveland played?
Yeah, I mean, just different personnel. They just pose different threats than Miami did, and that's pretty common between team to team. And they got 2 really good players offensively, and I think we're going to have to try to do our best to corral them.
With Kristaps out, is there a feeling maybe with some of the bench guys that you want to do just a little bit more in this series to sort of, pick up some of his loss?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to fill his shoes somehow. I think it's more of a collective effort than anything. I think everybody kind of has to fill that void. He's such a crucial player to our team, and collectively I think we can fill what he brings. But it requires a lot of effort, attention to detail, and energy. So, but we're ready for it.
What's just your confidence this postseason, compared to maybe, the last previous years, just the way that you're able to contribute off the bench?
Yeah, so my first year I didn't play at all. My second year I played a little bit here and there, and now this year, it seems like it's a more solidified role, which is cool. I'm just trying to make the most of it and do whatever I can to help the team win.
Strus has had kind of a similar career path and role as you. What have you just learned from watching him over the years as he's kind of gotten a bigger responsibility in the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, obviously similar paths with 2A into a contract and finding a role. But honestly, I haven't really watched much of him in the playoffs. I just, kind of focus on what we're doing and what the Celtics have at hand.
Sam, just thinking about Cleveland's length and the things you guys have to do to space them out, what does you guys' spacing look like when it's at its best?
Yeah, I mean, we have really good players, and for them to be great, we have to, do things that gives them space, and that's just moving the ball, creating mismatches, finding advantages, and really just not getting bogged down by what the defense is throwing at us.
You shot really well against them in the regular season. Why were you able to be so effective, and how do you carry that over into this series?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just end up shooting a little bit better against certain teams than others, but, just trying to just game plan, certain things I do on offense, or it's just playing off of our superstars, and that's all I really try to do is try to fit in, try to just play my role, which is come in, space the floor, knock down shots when they're there. So I'm just going to try to continue to do that.
Thanks, Sam.